I spent a while last night looking through my Superman collection for some standalone stories, and this was one of the ones I picked out. This is Superman issue 46 by Jeremy Ordinary and Stan Jurgensen. It guest stars two of the best characters from the Infiniteers as well, so that is handy. The cover is technically proficient. There's nothing wrong with it. I'm just not that sure I would personally pick this one out as a story I desperately want to read. The appearances of Jade Lanterns and Obsidian Man appeal to me more than Superman in a western town with RoboCop. The issue itself is decent, and it is about the global warming. Remember that? The global warming. I am so glad this Superman issue came out and let us know we need to do something about that global warming thing. And now we no longer have any concerns about the climate system. In this one, we have a scientist man who has made a biodome, like in that excellent movie Biodome. And the notion is that we can all survive the global warming if we pay him money to live in his biodome. Kent Clarkson and Lewis, they are there to report on this new science. And you may notice on this page that the slideshow is in luminous green. That is because following the cancellation of the Infiniteer series, those characters have found it exceptionally difficult to make any appearances. So Jade Lanterns is ironing herself out as a fucking projectionist. She is using her powers to create green light constructs resembling photos that she was given. Obsidian Man is there too, and his job is simply holding up the photos so Jade Lanterns can see what she is meant to be recreating. Both these characters are great. They were created by Roger Thomas and Jeremy Ordinary. They first appeared alongside the rest of their team in Stir-Fry Squadron 25, and then they spun off into their own series. And Obsidian Man didn't even get to appear on the cover to issue 1. The series ended at issue 53 in 1988, and the characters had barely appeared since. The appearance here is like their only one in the space of 5 years. It is a shame as well because they are great characters. Jade Lanterns and Obsidian Man, they are the best of the bunch. We have a team shot here showing us the team. No Supergirl or Mockingbird. And none of the second generation members like Minuteman or Hellcat. Subplot time. Who remembers when Ricky Olsen started hanging out at a hedonistic nightclub ran by an evil demon lady who wanted to suck off his soul? It happened. Back to our main story. We get our bad guy, a tall dark stranger in a duster. He has shown up to protest this biodome because he didn't like that excellent movie. Fun fact, this page here and another page later on completely miscoloured in the digital version of this issue. I don't normally download the issues until afterwards, so I can get a good image of the cover for the thumbnail. But purely by chance, I thought to download it last night, and I noticed all the greens on this page were purple. Jade lanterns became purple lanterns. Maybe all of John Jeffries' ideas were born from seeing a miscoloured comic. So our main bad guy, he is a kooky western-themed rogue who hates the Biodome. And I didn't care for this subplot here. It seemed like it had nothing to do with Superman. And they didn't set up or introduce this Bonk character well enough. I didn't know what his deal was. I cannot see him becoming a popular Superman character, or even a video game mascot. So Superman, he does a Western-style Mexican standoff with Terra-Man. Terra-Man is the name of our bad guy. He is a Bronze Age Superman baddie, real name Tobias Manning. He is a loony who is obsessed with the Hard West, and also was raised by aliens in the future, which is a weird, contradictory mix of ideas. He has alien weaponry that is modelled after Hard West-style weapons. He got in a few appearances in the 70s. But the first thing I thought when I got this out was, oh yeah, he's that guy that John Jeffries had violently pulled into in one of his miserable edgelord comics that the biggest idiots in the world think are fantastic on Twitter. I never much cared for Terra-Man. He never seemed like a bad guy who could ever get above the level of being a minor inconvenience to Superman. I think he would honestly have worked better as a Batman bad guy. There's not much Hard West style shootouts or tropes or things like that which work with Superman. Great seeing the two Infiniteers back though. I neglected to mention, but these two are the children of the original Green Lanterns, the John Scott version. And DC's continuity is so muffed up at this point. For the entire issue, they never mention their dad because it isn't even clear if he is canon anymore. My favourite bit is that Obsidian Man, my favourite character from the Infiniteers, he gets to save the day here. He stops Terra-Man's tornado thing. And considering that this is a team-up story with Superman, this issue is very much in the vein of DC Comics Presents. There was a DC Comics Presents where Superman joined forces with Smurf Devil to fight Terra-Man. I think it was the penultimate issue of the series, issue 96. So Terra-Man is defeated, and I believe the next time that Jade Lanterns or Obsidian Man appear is like 5 years later in Green Lanterns. Jade Lanterns becomes Kyle Reese's third girlfriend, and Obsidian Man is in 1 or 2 issues by virtue of being her brother. Then, of course... Actually, I'm wrong. Obsidian Man joins the Justice League before that. Not a good run at all. Very disappointing. Him and Hyperion from the Infiniteers both joined the Justice League after 0 Hours Christmas in Time. But Jade Lanterns, I think it is Green Lanterns, which is her next appearance. She does become a semi-major character in that, though. I am showing this page to spite the people who are angry that Superman ever got with Lois when he has other love interests. And how dare these comic book characters ever grow out of their stock familiar moulds from their first appearances? Gah, God blitz it. What do you mean Superman can fly these days? This is an issue that is better than it sounds or it looks. Everything is done correctly. All the parts are the right stuff for the job. I think the problem is that it doesn't sound that appealing. Maybe if you are into Obsidian Man and Jade Lanterns, that is a big boon in the issue's favour. Their appearance and the story overall is very well handled, and it is a reliable creative team. I'll end this with the honest 7 thumbs up rating, and by telling you that there is a western where January Jones shows her tits.